Welcome to the 245 podcast, which is currently the temperature in Kelvin outside right now because it is negative 18. No, that's what it feels like.
That's the feels like temp
feels like
outside.
Negative 18.47.
It's actually about 9 degrees, but it feels like negative 18.
The point is, it's very cold
It's
outside.
very cold outside. We just drove. There's frost on the inside of my windshield.
I had that today too, and I had to sit there for like 5
I
minutes
know.
before I was able to leave. And the car doesn't warm up fast because you can't drive, so the engine is cold. Oh my goodness, it was so annoying.
It's so annoying. And the drive from here to Josh's house is so short that we didn't have time to like actually be warm in the car.
I rode with Mike, and we were just shivering the whole time.
Yeah, it was cold.
And the windshield was just not seeable very well.
Mitch, how's your,
Well, I
how's
can't
your
relate
drive to
because
UNW, Mitch?
I can't relate to that because I had a warm ride from UNW to Josh's house because I thought we were going to be recording this at the,
Here's the situation we're at.
So
Last week was UNW finals week, so you all have been done. It is currently a Tuesday night,
Yep.
Yee.
and you all were done last Friday. Dort went a little longer, so I was done today. Well, I was actually done yesterday, but we drove back today because Caleb had a final. And we drove back starting at 1. We got here at around like 5:30 and went straight to alumni night at
Yeah.
Vail Academy. I actually missed Joey's JV game, which was a bummer. I didn't get to see him
You
coach.
didn't
Not
miss
really.
a lot.
Yeah, JV wasn't a great game.
Joey, give us a quick rundown of the JV game.
Quick run down. As I'm sitting there on the bench as they're warming up, I'm like, you know what, boys? We might be in trouble. We might be in trouble. They look bigger, faster, stronger. They were shooting the three. I like to play a 2-3 zone because usually JV teams can't shoot. And then in varsity, we play man. So, kind of confuses their varsity coach as they're watching the JV game. But then by halftime, the game was tied. The game was tied up.
32-32.
We were playing really good ball in the first half. I actually heard a rumor that the opposing JV coach snapped his clipboard at halftime.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's that mad.
He was disappointed with their performance.
That mad at a JV team.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
And then it got out of hand pretty quickly. We ended up losing by 20 or something. Yeah.
What happened in the second half,
He
dude?
scored like 10.
It was definitely our coaching error. It was definitely my fault. Not really. No, I mean, there's only so much you can do. Lincoln, who's one of our best players, he only played the first half, so he really helps a lot on offense. And they played good. They had some kids that got a good amount of varsity minutes. They had one kid play the first half that actually started varsity, I believe, or got a lot of minutes in varsity. So that always kind of makes it hard when all of my guys just play JV, except for Lincoln. He'll get in a few minutes in varsity, but
Nice.
yeah.
Varsity was a great game, though.
Yeah,
That was really
then
fun
the girls'
to
game
watch.
was rough, but varsity was. Yeah, we're not going to cover the girls' game.
Don't need to talk about the girls' game.
Girls' game was rough.
But I gotta say, this varsity team that we got
Insane.
this year,
Cracked.
it's probably the best team I've ever seen.
I would
They are the
agree.
most disciplined high school team I've seen in my life, by far.
Wow.
They're so good at passing
They're-
and stuff.
And they got another year. They're gonna have the exact.
Yeah, we have approximately
same team.
0 seniors.
Yeah.
We would have had one, but
Braden.
he's working at Menards.
It's okay, Braden.
Shout
the
out,
thing is,
Braden.
I would have loved to see Braden on this team because if you have Zach and him down
Yeah.
low,
Yeah.
oh, that would be trouble.
Dominance.
That would be trouble. You'd be getting a lot of boards, a lot of putbacks, but that's all right. Hey,
We love you,
he's-
Braden.
We're doing great.
He can make his own choices.
At least you're a
This
number
is-
one fan.
Yeah, this is the team, the JV team. Like the current varsity team was the JV team our senior year,
And they were undefeated.
undefeated. Remember that in JV?
Yeah, my dad coached that team, and he like literally did nothing. Like
Yeah.
he did subs. That's what.
And now
his
it's the
job
same
was.
exact team on varsity. And
So they've played together for a long time,
Yep.
and they're all just solid.
yeah.
Yeah, I like if someone else, like I was coaching a team that was playing our varsity team, I don't know what you would do.
Because they're just all solid. Jake is good. Zach kills it down low. Justin is like
Savvy.
getting pretty. I mean, he just passes well, and he's scoring. Like he's had over 20 the past 2 games.
Yeah, he can get going, and he's figured it out down low where it's he can just shoot over guys, and he's a lefty, so people aren't expecting it.
Like, where'd that come
He kind
from?
of just like does that little hop, and then he jumps, and like you can't stay with him.
Sneaky lefty.
Yeah, but this team, their chemistry is incredible. Like I said, the discipline is just insane. They pass so well, and their defense. Oh my goodness, the amount of
They're
times
so good.
we have like 4 guys down low, and all their arms, you can see them perfectly straight up. You make them shoot over, and they miss. It's amazing how
And
many
they box
It's
out.
like what the coaches always tell you to do works.
Yeah.
Believe it or not,
Wow.
some
And
coaches
they box out so well,
And
too.
yeah, these guys actually do what the coaches say.
Yeah,
It's
but
pretty
hey,
epic.
Who would
hey,
have thought that would actually work?
yeah, that's enough. We gave them enough credit. We can't give them more airtime than that.
You guys are killing it. That's all we'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what we'll say.
Good stuff, varsity.
But
Anyways, it was alumni night,
Yeah.
it was alumni night.
Alumni.
which means a few things. What did you say?
Alumni.
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 The shortened version. And that means a few things. The first of which is at the halftime of the girls and boys games, we played Alumni Lightning,
Yeah, we did.
and Mike won both rounds.
Both of the
of
rounds.
them.
It was insane. I was not expecting that. I was against Logie in the first one, and
Yeah,
I
that
was
was a
not
good
expecting to
matchup.
win that. It was me, Hans, and him in the final 3, and I clutched it up. I never knew I could shoot threes like that because I usually can't.
It was the shooting shirt. Mike wore his high school shooting
Yeah,
shirt.
I wore the high school warm up. I was
Yeah.
repping the colors, the blank shirt on the front because Hans and Joey are stubborn.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my word! What did you guys want on the front?
Something other
We
than
wanted the shield.
black.
The Avail shield.
You know, it might have been a tactical oversight to put me and Hans in charge of that.
Of anything
You were
like
our
design
captain,
orientated.
So
Yeah, that was a bad idea, but whatever.
yeah. So
It
I
happened.
want a Avail mug
Congrats.
Wow.
that I gave to my mom, which means my mom is now the proud owner of an Avail mug.
So
Congrats,
really,
Mike's mom.
Mike's mom won the Lightning competition both times.
Basically,
That's how it works.
it was either that or an Avail 5K shirt that I think they had a few extra of from this year.
That's so funny.
So I was like, I don't even wear Avail stuff anymore. So
You went dub all the way.
you and Dub.
Okay, but the second more important thing that alumni night meant
Alumni.
was root beer floats.
We had
Yeah.
delicious. Joey
I was on the clock.
did not.
I did not.
Joey was working,
Yep.
but
I
we all
was
had root beer floats.
up in the varsity locker room.
They were pretty tasty.
And Mitch gained a 2-liter bottle of root beer. From
Yeah,
his
there's too much
Birdziak.
root beer, and
They
Mitch
had
just
4
sniped
2
it.
liters, and I asked Mrs. Birdziak if I could have one, and she said, "Sure, have it for free, as long as I give her the Heimlich maneuver if she starts choking someday."
Yep.
So, you know,
What?
Free nursing care.
What?
yeah, she said, I was like, I owe you a favor. And she was like, well, next time I'm choking, you can give me the Heimlich maneuver. That's your payment.
That's amazing.
Hopefully that never happens.
Yeah, God willing. Knock on wood.
But now, whoa, that was a loud knock. Mike's probably picked it up.
Yeah, we should probably explain what
Where we
doing.
are
Yeah.
Yeah.
after alumni night, Mitch went to UNW.
Well, because no one told me where we
So,
were going.
yeah, usually we record at the studio at UNW, but as we are currently on break, Micah does not have access to the studio.
Nope.
So we are currently in my basement. So that's where me, Mike, and Joey drove. Mitch was just a little later than us because he went to UNW and then came here once Mike got a notification that was like, Mitch has arrived at UNW because we have each other on Life 360. And then,
I was like,
Yeah.
Mitch.
I got to the parking lot and I saw no one's car. I just saw a public safety vehicle in there, and I was like, "Oh, this
He
is
was like,
not
what
the
is this guy
place."
doing?
And
It's not the place.
we're blaming this one on Joey because Joey was the one who like told Mitch about the podcast, but just neglected to say that it was at my
I
house.
just never thought about it.
No,
'Cause
that's fair.
I know we three talked about doing it here.
And there was
So-
some dots that Mitch could have connected to figure it out, but he just inferred.
I assumed.
He
I
assumed.
assumed the normal.
Yeah, but I was saying earlier that like most podcasts or most people that start things like this start like cheaper, like in your basement,
Like
and
we
then
are right
go
now.
up from there to like professional studios. But we here at the 245 podcast like to go the opposite direction. So we started off right away in the professional studio. We somehow ended up in Josh's basement, but I like it. It's pretty chill.
Yeah.
We're me, Mitch, and Joey are sitting in gaming chairs. Me and Joey are holding like mics that worship teams use, some good old SM58s, and Josh is chilling at the desk with his nice mic. Josh has the nicest mic, conveniently. I don't know how that happened, but
Yeah.
There are certain privileges to like owning the thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
as he is the host.
Yeah, we should
and
actually
owns
talk
them.
about this for a second. First, Josh has a normal chair. He's the only one of us that has an office chair. He's also got headphones that are plugged in. He's not using them now. Then he's got pop filter, mic, and then he has an iPad and a MacBook all pointed at him.
and iPhone.
So what are you guys saying? You have a problem?
You're just
What's your point, Joey?
yeah. What is your point?
Lay it on him.
My point is that Josh has rigged the system against us. That is my point.
I don't know. You guys look pretty relaxed to me.
Yeah.
That
I'm
is
fine
true.
in the gaming chair.
This is going to be the most relaxed episode you'll ever listen
It
to.
literally just feels like we aren't. I was wearing headphones at the beginning just to monitor, but none of us are like listening to us through the mic, so it literally
Yeah.
just feels like talking.
and I'm just rocking in my
If only
gaming
we
chair.
could record and video this episode, you guys could see.
We'll
how
post some
chill we are.
pictures.
Yeah, we'll post some
Yeah.
pictures.
What?
Check out
Hold on.
at the 245 podcast on Instagram. Check out some pictures of us.
I think we should take a selfie right now. Like, Josh, do you just want to take a selfie like right now? And
Yes.
then we can post it and be like, hey, if you're listening, this is what we were doing. This is
Yeah.
the selfie that we're talking about.
Go like our picture on Instagram.
Oh, need to get you all in it.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, you need that 0.5 zoom.
It happened.
All right, we
Yeah.
took it. Go check it
Selfie
out.
has been taken
At the 245 podcast on Instagram.
on the IG.
On the IG, baby.
So yeah, we're in our
Bars.
basement. In my basement, we're just chilling. This might be what we have to do for summers too. We'll see.
Yeah, so get ready for some relaxed summer episodes.
We want to do one outside. We were just talking
Yeah.
about that.
I'm-
It would be a vibe.
I think it would be so fun. It'd be a little more sketchy. But if we did it like around a fire, and if we put like a mic, like kind of close enough to the
ambience.
fire,
Get the
Ooh.
they
crackling.
could
ambiance.
hear it, and then maybe we could talk about like, I don't know, what could
Life.
we talk about that's so relaxed?
4 Midwestern dudes sitting in lawn chairs around a fire, drinking our milk.
I could have a beer.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! We gotta make that happen.
Mitch will be
I could open a
21.
cold one for the boys.
Guys, know what we're gonna do? Mitch, you gotta commit to this though. We should do live podcast. Mitch having his first drink after he turns 21 on the pod. So we record right after your birthday, or it's your first drink. You bring a hard Mountain Dew to the pod,
I'm so down.
and you drink it live for the first
and
time.
we all drink chocolate milk.
And we all drink chocolate milk or normal Mountain Dew.
It's a really fantastic idea.
Thank
like
you.
this.
Thank you. I'll take the money for that episode. I'll take the hard Mountain Dew sponsorship.
Yes, that's our fourth sponsor, Hard Mountain Dew.
Sponsor us, please.
Please.
Please, along with Doritos, Pringles, and NordVPN.
The list is growing and growing.
Yeah.
We should like probably talk about what this episode is about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So if you are listening to this on the day it's coming out, it is the 30th.
Yeah.
So tomorrow will be New Year's Eve. The next day will be 2023. So we just thought we'd make an episode to review the year 2022 and talk about things that happened.
Okay, my review, 8 out of 10.
Okay, Mike, what's your review?
I would give it a solid 8.5 out of 10.
Mitch?
Oh, I didn't know we were doing decimals.
You always do decimals.
That's true.
Yeah.
I do use decimals. Mine was just a joke because it's like we're gonna review 2022. I was like, okay, I got my
7.5 out of 10.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Josh,
I'm gonna go an 8.5 as well.
Let's go. Even
All
after your
right.
tough semester.
Yeah.
Homework.
So that's gonna be it for today's episode.
All right, that's our reviews of
We reviewed
2022.
the year. See y'all next time on the 245 podcast.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
see you in the next realm.
Peace out, gangsters.
Psych!
Psych!
We're back.
You're a real OG if you're still listening.
If you're still listening, thank you. I know we probably like faked a bunch of people out there, but
Man, we're gonna have some low retention rates on this episode. It's gonna be like a straight line that's drop right
Yeah,
like,
it's going to whittle
5
out
minutes or
the
whatever we're
fake
at.
fans to the real fans.
Yep.
So now that just Justin, Braden, and our moms are here, let's move on.
we can say anything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna go through some top threes, and hopefully it sparks some good memories or or stories or conversations. So we'll start with an maybe easy one. I'm going to go with top 3 songs for the year.
Perfect.
Ooh.
This is gonna be good.
And here, are we talking like your Spotify Wrapped?
No, they don't have to be like your top 3 listen on Spotify
Because
Wrapped.
I will list my top 3 Spotify Wrapped, but they're not my top 3 songs of the year. Actually, one of them is, but the other 2 are not. For those of you who know who it is or know what it is, you'll know what I'm talking about. I guess I can just start. My top 3, according to Spotify Wrapped, which is true because it knows what I listen to the most. Number 1 was Twang by Mason Ramsey.
I can't believe
Number
that.
2 was Before I Knew It by Mason Ramsey. Because I listened to him a ton in like April. Just for, for the
Last
meme.
spring and summer.
And it was pretty good. It was pretty good. But I stopped listening to him after like April. And then third most listened to song on Spotify was Betty Get Money. Now that's my, according to Spotify, my top 3. I gotta say, the Ben Rector album, the new one that came out, there's so many good ones in that. I really loved Hanging Out, Steady Love. Those were good. I would say Betty Get Money was a good one.
Wait,
of the
what's
year.
that?
It's by Young Gravy. We played it for you before, I think.
Okay. I'll trust you on that.
I was also a big fan of Springtime by Chris Renzema. Josh knows that song. And She's Not You by Jake Scott.
Let's go.
So some pretty solid ones there. Say Ben Rector was my number 1 artist of the year according to Spotify, and I would say that as well because I listened to a lot of his new album. So, yeah.
Nice. I'll go next. I'm not going to mention my Spotify stuff because I share an account with Mandy, and she just messes it up. She listens to music when she sleeps. So, like, our number 2 was, like, what's the famous guy? Bach? Josh?
Oh.
Is that?
Johann?
Johann
Yeah.
Sebastian Bach.
Yo Mama Bach.
Yeah. So, I'm just going to pick out, like, 3 songs that I listen to a lot. I thought that I discovered this year that I really like. First one, probably haven't heard of it. It's Fall in Love by Bailey Zimmerman.
I've heard of that.
It's a country song.
Joey
It's a
sure
country
did.
song.
It's-
Country. Me and Joey have been listening to a lot of country this year.
We listen to a ton of country.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's no other music to listen to when you landscape. No other music.
I've never landscaped, but I can see why.
Well,
Yeah, you have.
you landscaped for one day, right?
That's true.
And then got your
My
fingers
fingers
smashed.
smashed.
That's a story for another time.
Okay,
We should tell that
okay.
sometime.
Sorry for another time. Next song that I listed, Betty Get Money.
Betty Get Money.
It's just such a good college car ride song.
Taco Bell at 2 a.m.
Oh yeah, it just
you
hits
can't
different.
not listen to Betty.
Just Young Gravy, man. I should have gone to that concert.
Gravy.
It was on Black Friday this
Yeah.
year.
What?
That would have been crazy. Next
That's where,
one.
that's where everyone was. I worked at Target on Black Friday, and I guess no one was there because everyone was at the Young Gravy concert. That's why.
Yep, that's probably why. Next song, third song, kind of an interesting pick. Love Story by Taylor Swift.
Wow.
Yes.
Joey's
that's an
branching
old-
out.
Old T Swift hits
Oldie.
different. It's really good. I actually really like it.
Oldie
Might
but a
get
goodie.
roasted in the comments for that one, but that's all right. And then honorable mention, like literally anything from Morgan Wallen is amazing. Once again, coming back to country.
Fair.
But those are top 3 songs for 2022.
Solid.
Yeah, I'll go next.
If there's not a Weezer song in here, I don't know. I'd be surprised.
There actually isn't.
Wow.
Oh, sad.
So, right now, I think number 1, unironically and ironically, All Star by Smash Mouth is actually genuinely just good. And
Wait,
I-
wait, you're talking the original one, not the Owl City remix?
well, and I was also going to say it includes the remix by Owl City.
So solid.
Because that's
so-
actually such a good remix
Yeah,
of that
like
song.
both of those, goated. I know like 95% of the words to All Star, so yeah, it's a song that's stuck in my head a lot. And then the other 2 are both from the same album by Mercy Me. One's called Blessed, and then the other one is called Whiplash.
Ooh, I
So,
like Whiplash a lot.
Yeah, they're bangers. Definitely bops I listen to in the car.
Nice.
Josh.
I'll follow suit with Mike and do my top 3 on Spotify Wrapped, and then what I would say currently I would view as my top 3. My top 3 on Spotify Wrapped were Hanging Out, feat Kenny G.
So good. The bass in that song.
Yeah.
And sax.
It has like my favorite bass run of all time. It's very nice. Heroes, also from The Joy of Music.
So good.
And then my third, funny enough, is All Star Owl City Remix.
Yes.
But that one's a little fake because I the day after it came out, Mike sent it to me, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And I was listening to it like as I went to bed, and I must have had the repeat Spotify thing on, and I forgot to turn on like a bedtime timer. Like I usually listen to Spotify as I go to bed, but then shut it off after 30 minutes or so. But I must have not had that. So All Star just played all night.
Wait, was that your number 3?
Yeah.
So you still listened to the other 2 Ben Rector songs more than
Yeah.
a night's worth of.
Yeah.
A
I
night's
listen
bless
to,
you.
I listen to Hanging Out a ton.
Yeah.
That was kind of I'm actually putting that as my actual number 1. That came out while I was on band tour. And I remember listening to that just on repeat, like driving on the tour bus through California. It was a very vibey song.
It was very vibey.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So that's my actual number 1, as well as my Spotify Wrap number 1. This is hard for me, guys, to pick 3. I think for 2, I'm gonna go South Dakota by Jordy. I think I found this pretty early in 2022, thanks to I think Maggie. I think Maggie was the one who originally found it. It was
Shout out.
either her or Jeremy. And 3. It's hard, guys. I'm looking through my playlist for the year. I'm going to go with Stronger Love, which is a Chris Renzema song, one of my favorites of his. I listened to a lot of Chris this year, so.
And me and Josh went to a concert.
A Chris concert.
In
it was very good.
November? Early November?
Early November or late October. I think it
Yeah.
was early November.
It was at Bethel, but it was very good.
Yeah. I'm a Chris fan, and I
Yeah.
have converted Mike.
I had never heard any of his music before.
Yeah,
And
Mike
then-
just shout out to Mike for showing up at the concert for no idea.
I kind of snuck in. Sorry,
no
Bethel.
idea what it was. Oh yeah, Mike also didn't pay, but we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, we don't. I just showed him a screenshot of Josh's ticket.
Okay, I guess we do need to talk about that. I bought a ticket and it was a QR code on my phone, right? Like e-tickets are. But I showed up and I just showed them my phone and they didn't scan it or anything. So then I texted Mike like, "Oh, I'm at the concert. I just told him I was at the concert because I had asked him if he wanted to come in. He had said no earlier. But turns out he wasn't like doing anything that night. He's like, "Oh, can I still come?" And I'm like, "No, it's sold out." But then I was like, they didn't scan my ticket. They aren't scanning tickets. So I just sent him a screenshot of my QR code.
And I showed it to the guy there, and he's let me in.
Wow.
And then I found.
Believe
a
it or
signage
not,
to
he
Josh.
didn't recognize the duplicate QR code.
Yeah,
with
I
his
mean,
1 second
you would think they would
glance.
hire people who would be able
Wow.
to pick that up.
I can't believe it.
Amateur.
I know.
Hire better
what a rookie.
concert security. Bethel.
Sorry, Ross Allen.
Who's Ross?
That's the president of Bethel.
Oh, you really ripped him off there.
Yeah, sorry, Ross.
Bummer.
You have to take a chunk out of your paycheck for that one.
It was a huge
20
loss.
bucks. $20.
Me and Mike were just thinking like, okay, this was sold out. So who doesn't have a seat?
I was like, there's gonna be one person that doesn't have a seat. There are a lot of people standing in the aisles, so I wonder if more
Yeah.
people
I don't know.
got in without
Interesting to know.
paying. I don't know.
Okay, top 3 songs. That was cool.
Yeah. What's next, Josh?
We're gonna go top 3 purchases of the year.
Purchases.
And let's do mixed up order. Joey, you start.
Okay, sounds good. Top 3 purchases. Number 1, purchase of the year.
You should start with number 3.
Oh, okay.
Number 3.
You know what? That's probably a good idea. Number 3 is actually this hoodie that I'm wearing right now.
You'll see it in the selfie.
Guess how much it costs, boys?
$10.
$10. Guess.
I also said 10.
$10.
$13.99.
$13.99. I got this hoodie for $2
At the
Wow.
bins.
at the bins.
At the bins.
I knew you got it from the bins because you were wearing it last time we recorded together too.
Yep. Yep.
It's a nice hoodie, guys.
It's a nice hoodie.
It's a solid black Nike hoodie for $2. Steal.
Absolute steal.
And on top of that is Sam Moses's jacket.
Yeah, Sam, if you're listening to this, please give me this coat. Just give it to me. I really don't want to give it back to you. It's so warm.
Just make it your wedding gift, Sam.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I like that idea. anyways, that's number 1 or number 3. Number 3, excuse me, pardon me, that would have been bad. Number 2, my basketball shoes. Bought those
The new ones.
The new ones.
Kyrie's.
Bought those a month ago, and that
They
was a
look
good purchase.
sick.
You know what's interesting about that?
What?
This might be a little bit placebo. It does help your gameplay a little bit.
Oh, definitely.
Having like grippier shoes. My other ones were so worn that I just couldn't play like really tight defense because if they cut too hard, I couldn't like keep up with them. But I took them to like Legacy and like played. I was like, I actually feel like I'm slightly better just because I can play like
Yeah.
tighter defense.
I don't think that's placebo at all. That's just like fact.
That's just how basketball
Okay.
shoes should work.
Okay. Hey,
yeah,
I'm just
your
I'm just-
shoes are new and grippy, so you can like stay with people.
Yes. Yeah. So that was a good purchase. Last one. This is terrible. Another pair of shoes. I bought my shoes that I'm gonna wear at the wedding.
Oh, yeah, I
They're a pair of gray Dunks, and I really, really, really like them. But you guys can't see them on my feet until the wedding. So they're gonna be brand new for the wedding.
Are you gonna have like a first look with us? We're like
Yeah.
we're facing the other direction, and then you walk up and you
I
tap
want-
you tap our
I want
shoulders and we turn around.
photographer to capture the moment where we see your gray Dunks for the first time.
Okay.
And
think
we all just turn around and like have these looks of amazement. Like
that would actually be
gasping.
And
really
then we like
good.
scream and like the girls do when they see the girl. I don't know how weddings work.
Joey's Dunks are to Joey as the wedding dress is to Mandy.
Yeah. Don't even do a first look with Mandy. Like that's not fitting the schedule with our shoe one. So
Just do the first look at the
Sorry,
Dunks.
Mandy. We're gonna have to reschedule the first look.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to cut that.
yeah,
Me and the boys are doing a first look with the Dunks.
making it happen.
Yeah, that would be. We can make the photos happen. That would actually be
We could totally
Really
stage
funny.
that.
yeah. Which have any of you guys bought your shoes for the wedding yet?
No.
No.
Any? Okay. Just this.
Joey,
is,
I need suggestions.
This is your
Help me
reminder.
out.
No. You should talk to Tim. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna send out a big text to all the people in the wedding. Talk to Tim if you need shoes. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Tim is 10 times the man of style that I am. So
Mm-hmm.
he'll hook you up.
I also don't know him at all.
That's okay. You're gonna be best friends. You and Tim.
TBD.
You and Tim will get along great.
Tim DeBoy.
Tim DeBoy.
Yeah, but if we do that picture, I will be printing that and getting it framed for my room and for
Okay.
the dorm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good. But those are my top 3 purchases: 2 pairs of shoes and a sweatshirt.
All in the last like
Joey
2
is
months.
all about style,
yeah,
guys.
I mean, I'm trying to. I feel like I haven't made that many like big purchases. When I started college, I made quite a few. But yeah, not in the last year. I haven't made too many, which is probably good. I got a honeymoon to pay for. So, who do we want to? Do we want to go to Mike?
can go to
next?
Mike.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
go to Mike.
I knew my purchases. All right, starting with number 3, best investment of my life, the longboard.
Oh my goodness!
That's what we were
Yeah,
all
I'm taking the
expecting, to
shoes
be
over the
honest.
longboard.
Longboard, $80 seems expensive, so worth it. Like, I mean, we rode. I mean, Joey has one too. We rode that thing to class, back to our dorm, et cetera, every single day until mid-November. Like until there was snow on the ground, we were riding that thing, and it was not only like convenient, it was a lot of fun. Like I had never longboarded before, and you hadn't done a ton of longboarding.
No, I hadn't done a ton. I did a little bit, like when I come over
Yeah.
and hang out with Josh. But
We both got ours a couple weeks before school.
yeah,
And started learning, and we got good at it pretty fast.
Yeah, you guys were fast learners.
yeah.
So
I guess
Mike-
that probably knocks out the hoodie on my list.
yeah,
That was yeah,
Rip the
Probably.
hoodie.
yeah,
For value,
Hey,
though,
number
the hoodie
4.
is still pretty incredible.
yeah. That's why the hoodie had to be on the list for $2.
yeah,
steal.
it's good
Same.
value. But we both had one big wipeout, and it was in
Oh,
the same
yeah.
same exact spot about a month apart. So I wiped out. It was in the big commuter parking lot at Northwestern, and there's randomly these big like holes in the ground from cracks and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I ran over one thinking I could get over it, and I could not get over it. My wheel went into that
Update:
crack.
Mike did not get over
I
it.
did not get over that.
He did,
Um,
but just not on his board.
And I fell to the ground. I skinned up my skin. Is that the right word? I don't know.
Scuffed up your skin.
Scuffed up my skin. I got my wrist. luckily, I think I landed half on my backpack, so that kind of padded it a little bit. I was wearing my jeans, which I was glad about, because if I was wearing my khakis, I think they would have gotten a little marked up.
Not the Lululemon
So not
khakis.
the Lululemon khakis.
No.
Flex. Just kidding. Yeah, but then you wiped down the same spot.
Yeah, the same exact spot. The funny thing about mine was there was a guy that was walking like pretty close to where I was. So I hit the deck. It hurt. It did not feel good. He just said yard sale and keeps walking. The man didn't even like do anything. He just said yard sale. It just kept on walking.
I don't get it.
Well, like, so if there's like a big collision in like hockey is where I know it from. Like if someone gets hit hard, like their sticks, their glove, their helmet, like goes everywhere. So it's kind of like a yard sale where everything just out. And it's just kind of
So this guy just casually walked by and said yard sale and kept going.
it just kept on walking. And I was like, I don't need him to stop like that much, but just stay and be like, hey, you all right, bro? And just like stop, look me in the eye. And then I'll be like, yeah, I'm all right. And he'll keep going. But the man just said yard sale, just kept on walking.
It's the most
really
college
funny.
thing ever.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so love the longboard. That is number 3 purchase of the year. Number 2 is, I guess I'll say number 2 and number 1 kind of go together. Number 2 would be my DJI gimbal that I bought for DSLR camera. Number 1 was my new camera, the Canon R6 with the 24 to 105 millimeter lens for all of you film nerds out there. I actually just bought a new lens, 50 millimeter prime lens. That'll be super nice. Super nice.
Super really nice.
Super nice. That is my number 2, number 1 purchase of the year. I had a camera that was a few years old before that. It only shot 1080p. This one shoots 4K. It was really nice for the summer where I worked at a small real estate business, and it's been a lot of fun and nice for like different projects I've had for film stuff this fall and for the wedding I did in September and the wedding I did this past weekend. So definitely good investment. I think I've made back the money I spent on it. So we've hit the break-even point.
Let's go.
Now it's
Up from there.
up from there.
Mike, tell us about your favorite project of the year that you did with your new equipment.
My favorite project was actually, I gotta say, my favorite project was the wedding that I did. That was not a project really, but it was.
No, that's
yeah,
what
I
I
guess
was
that's what you
kind of
count.
expecting.
Yeah, that was the wedding was my favorite. My first wedding as a freelance videographer. It was a couple whose parents go to our church, and they also work at Avail too, or she does, her mom. But that was my favorite thing. It was nice to finally have real world experience with the wedding videography stuff, because I watched a lot of YouTube videos about it, but just actually doing it was a huge thing for me, just learning how to do it. And it turned out, really nice in my opinion. A lot of people have said
I agree.
they were
I
very
will
impressed with
confirm
how
it turned out really good.
people were impressed with that. It was my first one and didn't believe me and stuff. So, yeah, I'm hoping to get some more booked for this next year. I already have a couple. So,
If you're getting married, you know who to hit up.
yeah. I'm less than half the price of professional videographers. So,
But he is yet a
but
professional
I'm still
videographer.
a professional videographer. So,
He's a natural.
high quality product with a, I don't know, low cost.
Low price tag.
You got to figure that out, buddy. That was your tagline.
I
You had
know.
to wrap that up, and then you just left me hanging with
I know,
a
I'm
terrible
sorry.
That was your
punchline.
promo. You just choked
Yeah. Check it out. Everclark Productions
on IG.
on Instagram. You can check out my website. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Mitch,
top 3 purchases.
All right. Now hear me out.
Oh,
Number
you're
Whenever Mitch
3.
says, hear me out, you know stuff's about to go down.
This isn't one thing, but it's a lot of purchases from one specific restaurant. It's
no.
T-Bell. Okay, now hear me
Mitch's
out.
cumulative T-Bell
Just Taco Bell.
purchases.
Mitch is actually the owner of Taco Bell.
I just love how Mike's was like a camera and a gimbal and a longboard. Mitch starts it off with, I've made such a big investment in Taco Bell. I got to include
Yeah.
it on the list.
Exactly.
Including tonight, you bought Taco Bell.
Yeah, like it's still one of the cheapest, places you can get food at. and it's still really good. It's just bussin'.
Mitch
as
is
Joey
currently
would
sipping
say.
out of a T-Bell cup.
Yeah, so I
He
just
finished his-
finished my Baja Blast. So you can never go wrong with the Baja Blast.
Joey's staring at me because I did not eat supper tonight because I went straight from college to the game to here. So I'm eating, and Joey is mad at me.
Well,
'cause
he's
he
got
wants
a
to eat.
giant bag of food sitting right next to him.
Joey, I shared my candy with you.
Do you have any more candy in there?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
All I can think about right now
Sharing
is
is
the
caring.
soup that my mom made for dinner that I was not there for, and that I'm gonna eat when I get home at like 11:45.
Guys, I offered all these guys the taco soup my mom had, and none of them took it.
Wait, I
now
thought
they're
it was
just
chili.
complaining.
It's chili.
It was taco. I lied.
Oh, okay.
In my mind, taco and chili are synonymous.
That's that's a good point. They're pretty similar.
It's a hot take.
How hot does that take?
That's kind of for you guys to say.
That's a sneak peek for next week's episode.
Ooh,
Oh, spoiler.
Ooh.
I like that.
Come back next
Hey guys,
week.
while we're on this topic, sort of, we wanted to, just so we don't forget, in the new year, we're going to add something new. And they're called 2-Minute Tuesdays. I'm pretty sure.
Wait, I think it's 10 minutes.
10-minute Tuesday.
10-Minute Tuesdays.
10-Minute Tuesdays.
I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Don't listen to me. I'm pretty sure Mike gave like a spoiler last week. If I remember right, he mentioned it in the
What did I
Christmas
say?
episode. I don't even remember. Something like, oh, we should talk about that on 2-Minute Tuesday. 10-Minute Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
But this is the actual announcement. In the new year, we're going to post some short bonus episodes on Tuesdays probably.
Yep.
Be on the lookout. Don't be shocked when they show up.
Yeah,
Or if you want to be shocked, forget that we said this, and then
yeah. It'll
it'll just make your day.
it'll be a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, if anyone's wondering, we added them because we were just not making enough money, and we were like,
Yeah.
we can really capitalize on this. Doritos is like, hey, if you guys start
They're
doing
on the
this,
fence.
we'll give you some more money.
Yeah.
So we were like, we got to make it happen because we're in this for the money, right, boys?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. And a sneak peek. We already recorded one, but Joey wasn't there. So you'll find out why
Yeah.
soon enough.
All right. All of that aside, it is time for my number 2.
McDonald's.
Chick-fil-A. Just kidding. So this happened kind of recently. I went to a mall with some of my friends, and we got a Pokemon booster box, or 2 of them. And so it was about, I think, $300 or something worth for just those 2. But
Jeez.
as we open them, there are, rare and ultra rare cards that we get. And so we look on a website, or I do.
Hold on,
Oh, hold on,
pause,
hold on,
hold
pause.
on, hold on.
Justin just came downstairs. Justin, what do you have to say to the podcast? This is your second feature.
Number 1 fan.
Over
you-
Braden?
There it is.
Over Braden?
Why are you a no? Oh, so you're number 2 fan?
I like to argue with Brayden about being number 1 fan, but he truly is the number 1 fan. I will
So then
give
why
him
did you
the
just
spot.
lie to us?
So you're just giving it to him.
I will give it to him, yes. Because I do not have a first period study hall on Fridays and cannot listen to it before him.
This is truly sad.
That's a
So
good
sad.
point.
Well, you can say you're the number 1 fan on the varsity basketball team.
Yeah.
That's good.
You also have now been on the podcast twice as of right now. So
You're the first
know.
double feature
Congratulations.
guest.
before Braden was even on, he's not going to be happy about that.
Can we get a golf clap for Justin?
Joey's doing his best to clap with one hand. Don't
Yeah, I
think-
gotta hold my
Justin
mic.
golf clapped himself because I was holding the mic.
Yeah.
Justin is again wearing quite a good shirt.
It's a,
Duck,
it's a
duck, gray duck.
Minnesota.
It's a
Outline
Minnesota
with duck,
outline
duck, gray
with
duck.
duck, gray duck. I really like that shirt. Where'd you get that?
Travis would have that shirt.
Travis, if you're listening, that's
Travis
a great
does
shirt.
listen. He does listen.
He does?
Yeah,
Let's go.
Yes, I think he talked to me
at the funeral.
Yeah,
Yeah, he.
Thank you for the shirt, Travis. It is very cool.
it's so
Nice.
much. Hey, and while we're talking about cool shirts, you leave, Justin. Bye. Yeah,
Yeah.
go do whatever you were supposed to do. Josh over here is rocking a fire crew neck.
Yeah.
Iowa
Yeah.
University.
Apparently, I look okay in crew necks. I've gotten a few compliments now, so I will continue to wear my crew neck.
Yes, you look very spiffy. He's got his black Adidas hat on. You rock that hat a lot too.
Yeah,
Looks
this
good.
is actually my second black Adidas hat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got a new one
Nice.
this summer because the old one was like ripping and discolored. So,
Wow, just like your Texas Longhorn hats.
Yeah.
yep.
The old is gone, the new has come.
Yeah.
John something.
John 316.
John
I think.
316.
Anyways, you should get back to who did you finish your top 3
No,
purchases?
no, I
You
didn't
didn't
even
finish the-
finish my second one.
Oh, sorry.
'Cause
We can blame
freaking
Justin.
Justin interrupted. Thanks, Justin. Anyways, so we bought those 2 booster boxes, and then I started looking up the prices of cards, and I'd say the average of the better cards that we were pulling was probably around $40 or $50 each, and so we got a grand total of just from those rare cards from both of the boxes, according to the internet, if we sold those, would be $1,500.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
So, worthy investment.
Worthy-
That's all I'm saying.
So what, are you going to hold them? Are you going to hold them?
I've been holding a lot of cards for the future. So,
Mitch,
He's
how
going to be a
much-
nurse and have all these cards.
Hold on. Here's an important question. How much value investment do you think you have in Pokemon cards?
there's probably, I want to say $3,000 or $4,000.
In Pokemon cards?
Yeah.
Where specifically
impressive.
in your house are
Uh,
these Pokemon cards?
Well, you'll have to rack your brain to remember where they are.
I
Mitch,
remember.
Mitch,
I
I've been to
remember
your
where
house
they are.
like
Do you?
once.
Because I did move them. So,
Oh, well.
I don't think you do.
Well, then obviously
Mitch.
I won't.
Do you like think we're asking because we want to take them? Because we
yes.
would never.
Yes.
We would
Wait,
never.
Mitch, are you guys going on? You're going on Christmas vacation, right?
No.
Yeah, when are you leaving?
When are you like not going to
Never.
be at? When is no one going to be at your house?
Never.
Sounds like the
I will
plot to Home
always stay in my
Alone.
house.
Which is not a Christmas movie. What is your garage code?
If you know my phone number, could be a good clue.
Oh, really? Wait,
Oh.
your phone number? Your parents made the garage code your phone number?
Just any, like, you have to decide which phone number they chose. It could be mine, could be my mom's, could be my dad's.
Okay, so this is pretty good. We got like there's 5 members in your family.
Yeah.
This is a good chance. This has got
I'm
to be the last.
already like feeling the $4,000.
Yeah, in my pocket right
Yeah.
now.
I can
All right,
already
we
see
should
that vines
probably
and
like
stuff.
leave this Pokemon topic.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Continuing
Besides
on.
all that, time for my number 1, and that is my car, the RAV4, named Bertha. So, I
Bought Bertha.
bought that just this late fall, just recently, from my dad because he got his own car. Finally, it happened. So I have my own car now, and that's the number 1 purchase of my
Ayo.
year. So I can finally drive myself whenever I want and then pay for my own gas, which is
That is
great.
a good purchase. Hey, gas is cheaper than it was.
It's
has
going
been.
down.
Yeah.
It's like $2.79 some places. That's $2
That
less
is-
than the summer.
Yeah. It's pretty good. But it's not 180.
Yeah, that's a good point. Mitch, you have to pay for insurance.
No.
Oh, that's
Oh,
kind of nice.
I don't have to either.
I don't think I have to
For
either.
now.
I have to pay
Yeah.
for fuel
Mom,
for sure.
please.
Yeah, I think.
Don't make me.
Yeah, when I think I get married, I have to like start paying for a lot of stuff. So that'll be fun.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Especially as a pastor. Anyways, Josh. Top 3.
Thanks.
Okay.
Mitch. Okay, Josh, wrap this one up.
Okay, I think 3. I'm gonna go my snare drum. This summer I got kind of my dream snare drum. It's a Ludwig Black Beauty. Joey, do you have a comment?
I just want to say, imagine having a dream snare drum. I mean, I
Okay.
guess Mike has a dream.
Camera.
I guess Mitch has a dream gaming setup. I mean, I have a dream Bible that I want to
You have, what, you have a dream church?
Nah, it's
But-
a really nice snare drum.
I'm glad you like it, Josh.
Yeah, I brought it to school and I use it for my Thursday night sets, and I think it sounds very nice. So I'm happy with that purchase. Number 2 is my iPad and Apple Pencil, which I purchased, I don't know, sometime second semester last year. And it's just been the absolute best thing for an engineer. Just taking notes, doing problem sets. I don't know, just a lot of things it's really helpful for as an engineering student, and also doing music stuff too. Like I read all my music for band off my iPad now.
Okay, hold on.
Hold
Josh.
on, we got another.
We got another
cruise.
person that has come down to the basement.
Caleb, set down whatever that is and come jump on the pod
Yeah.
real quick.
Justin already fell into our trap. It's your turn.
Made a big mistake by walking down here.
In his own house.
Caleb, what do you want to say your first time on the podcast?
Wait, do you listen to the podcast first?
I do listen to the podcast. I have listened to every episode.
We have
another
contender for the
number one fan.
I do not listen right away. I usually listen to it on my Monday night runs, but no, I've really enjoyed it so far.
What would you rate our podcast out of 10?
Out of 10, isn't it a 5-star rating?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Do 5-star rating.
I gave it a 5-star rating.
Woo!
Let's
Let's
go.
go. Okay, now here's the question.
We still have to find whoever.
You only get one podcast for the rest of your life. Us or Ben Shapiro's show?
I do not listen to Ben Shapiro, so I'll pick you.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Last thing. Caleb, as of today, is done with college.
Oh my word!
This
Here,
is a
shake
big
my
deal.
hand. Shake my hand. Congratulations. How does it feel? How does it feel? Mike just adjusted the mic to our handshake. What were you trying to pick up there, Mike?
Handshake sounds.
Okay, how tell high school students what does that feel like to be done with college?
It doesn't feel a whole lot different yet. Maybe when I actually start working and don't go back in a few weeks, then it'll feel different. But right now, it doesn't feel too special.
Okay. Thank you for joining the podcast. Can we give him a golf clap?
Yeah, we can get a golf clap for Caleb.
Thanks, Caleb.
Thanks, Caleb, for coming
Good
down.
to
Thank
see
you.
you. Good
Thank
to
you.
see you,
See
my
ya.
man.
100% of listeners who took our survey would rather listen to us than Ben Shapiro.
Yep. That's the
100%.
numbers we got back.
100%.
Yeah. So if you're
Cool.
listening to this and you listen to Ben Shapiro show, simply stop and
Yeah.
only listen to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen to quality podcasts only.
All right. Where was I talking about my iPad?
Yes.
Yes.
My iPad was a good purchase.
So that's your
Oh.
number 2?
Yeah.
Number 2. Number 1.
My number
two.
one
Number
is
one.
my set of heartbeat symbols. They were my dream symbols.
Gotta stop saying that, man.
Legitimately, they were. Yeah.
You can't see legitimately
Yeah,
either.
you can't say that.
But
Beth is going to get on
I
you
think
for that
I
one.
can because Mr. Teen's reasoning was that like not everything is legitimately the best thing. These were legitimately my dream symbols. Like I've been wanting to get them for
Okay.
3 or
So you will never
2 or
get
3
another
years.
set of symbols?
I probably will because symbols eventually crack.
Oh.
That's tough.
But I would probably get
Well,
like,
if they were your
these
dream
same
symbols,
ones.
they wouldn't crack.
I don't think that's
He's
how
right,
it
though.
works.
He's right.
He's got a very valid point that he brings up.
Do symbols crack in heaven?
One of life's greatest
Does sin
questions.
like apply to like objects?
I don't know, Mike. When you make it up there, you'll just need to ask God that one.
I will.
Do you think God too regrets his creation? What is that line?
It's do you think God stays in heaven because he too regrets what he's made or something like that?
Fears his creation. I think.
Fears his own
If you
creation.
can guess what movie that's from, we'll just tell you. It's from Spy Kids 2.
The greatest quote of all time.
The greatest movie about Christian theology ever.
Guys, when we made our top 10 movie list, we messed up. We forgot Spy Kids 2.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Those
And
movies
5.
were so bad, man. They
So
were
if you
cheap.
listen to that episode, just keep that in mind. We made a glaring omission.
Yeah.
And we wish to correct our past mistakes.
This is our amendment to our top 10.
It was
list.
so obvious that we just couldn't even talk about it. Like everyone should have known.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it deserves its own episode.
We watched Spy Kids live on the podcast.
And react to it. Oh my god.
It's like those guys on YouTube that do the live commentaries.
Yeah.
We should do one of those
Oh.
sometime for the podcast.
That'd be so hype.
Okay,
yeah,
we're doing it.
we'd have to do it on YouTube or something, but that would
Yeah.
be so funny.
Yeah, we'll do it. Maybe. No promises.
Okay, Josh, do you want to lead us on to whatever the next thing we're talking about is?
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to jump right to the one that is hopefully good. And that is just the top 3 days or memories. Like days as in more events. Like just 3 good things that happened that were highlights of the year.
Okay, sounds good.
Joey, I don't think we need to hear yours because They probably aren't that special.
Oh my word! Fine.
Wow.
I just
Mitch-
saw Joey.
Yeah, Joey had nothing to
You
give him
go
half this year.
first. I know the reason I was picking up my mic is I was gonna say Mike started, I started. Now it's Mitchell's turn to
Wow,
start.
Joey, you're a lot
I'm
more
not-
wholesome than I expected.
So humble.
Thank you.
Jeez, man.
Hey, will you forgive me?
You know what, Josh? I can stand up and come over and shake your hand and say,
Mike, I
forgive
hope you pick up this with your mic, Mike.
"Yeah, Mike,
I'm
come over
I'm
here.
coming over.
Yeah.
Try to get this handshake." What
He's
is it?
coming over.
Did you hear that?
I
That was
hope-
a solid handshake.
It was a
Yeah.
good handshake.
Yep.
Was a good handshake.
It's nice. It's fun to like stand up and be on the podcast. I could like
Yeah.
stand over Mitch and be like, "Mitch, you need to get your act together, man." I should do this when I'm like in the locker room with the JV.
Yeah.
When I'm giving the Optimus Prime talk. Earth.
Guys, how did we get here? We're so far off topic.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I knew it.
You look like you're about to like deliver a message or something.
I
right
know.
now.
It was.
Joey has the very hipster, cool preacher
Yeah,
vibes.
you're the youth
Mike,
pastor right now
Mike, do you want to hit a photo?
Yeah,
up
we'll
here
we'll
right
include
now?
this in the
Yeah.
the photos
in the Instagram.
with Mitch giving a peace sign in the background.
Yeah, I'm giving the first digit of
Now,
our
kids,
name.
let's open our Bibles to John 5.
John 3:16. The old has gone.
The old
Okay.
has gone, the new
I'll
has
sit
gone.
down. I'll sit down.
Okay, actually,
Mitch, you want to start?
I need to think about some days, so I'm going to throw this over to Josh because he hasn't started.
Attaboy.
You are
Attaboy.
correct. I
Good
have-
choice.
I have not started. But I also need to think.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
boy.
I have mine down.
Okay.
Oh, Mike is so prepared. Mike,
Yeah.
I
hit
wrote
it.
this all earlier today because I'm a good podcast preparer.
I also
Sorry,
want
I like doing improv.
I also want to throw out this that I've looked over at Mike like 4 different times and he's been texting Kylie like 4 different times.
Hey, she's
So,
going to bed.
Will you focus on
say
what
goodnight.
matters here?
Yeah, come on.
Bros before girlfriends.
There, Mitch.
Good, Mitch.
All right,
Good save.
all right. I have. Oh, geez, I didn't. I have 7.
What?
Oh my goodness.
What kind of
I
top
forgot
three
to-
these
screams
are
at
top
you 7 days?
three.
I forgot to narrow it down to top 3. So I'm gonna pick live on the pod my top 3 out of these 7.
This is crazy, guys.
All right. This is difficult. Number 3. We're going to go Ben Rector concert.
I forgot about that. Did I go to that?
Yeah, you did.
I did go to that.
That was a lot of fun. It was my first concert in a couple of years, so it was fun to do that. That was just a really fun memory with my friends, seeing someone live that I love. So that was fun.
Me.
Yeah, I saw Joey that night. Number 2 was camping with the boys.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
That was a lot of fun. A little fun weekend with the boys. Mitch was there this time. If you haven't checked out the Camping with the Boys video on YouTube, go check out
Hey,
Mikey
we'll
Clark
link it.
Films.
We'll link it in the description.
We'll link it in the
Hey,
description.
hear me out. This would be crazy if we did a podcast while camping with the boys. I don't know
Oh,
how
I don't think
we couldn't make. Could we make that happen?
Yes, we could.
We could
Okay.
make that happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna say an affirmative on that and figure out the details later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Actually, I'm already scheming in my head. We definitely could.
Okay. Fact
Perfect.
check.
The engineering
Josh
mind already
figures
has
it
it
out. We
schemed out.
could make that happen. So if you want that, send us an email.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would be a good podcast.
Should we have like a goal or something? If we get 10 emails screaming about us doing a Camping with the Boys episode of the podcast, we'll do it.
Yep. If
I
we
like
don't,
this.
we'll still do it anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. Because we don't care what you people think.
All right.
That's only partly true.
Number 1 was the week I had at my family's cabin this summer. A lot of fun. What are you shaking your head
Family
about?
over the boys. What is going on? man?
I'm sorry. It was a lot of fun. I don't get to hang out with my family a lot, especially my extended family, so it was fun that they were all there. I will say honorable mention, probably up there, is the summer Wausau trip.
That was good.
That was a solid time.
That was good.
Wausau.
Warsaw.
Okay. Are you two ready to do yours? Or
Yeah,
you
I
did-
have my 3.
Okay. Let's go to Mitch.
Okay. Number 3 is last May, me and my 2 brothers went to Universal Studios in Florida.
You didn't go with your parents?
No.
You just ditched them.
No.
Bros before parents.
You know how the saying
You know
goes.
how it goes.
Yep. You know how it goes. You know how it be. But yeah, that's just kind of a brotherly thing that we've been doing lately. And yeah, my parents don't really want to go anyways because the rides there are quite intense. I'm sure it'd be nice for them to be there and watch us, but yeah, it's more of a brother thing. So yeah, that is number 3. Number 2, and I'm gonna do 2 in this one, like I did for my other one earlier, which I already forget, but I know I did it. Anyways, number 2 is that summer Wausau trip that Micah mentioned, and then also camping with the boys when I was actually there, because that was actually quite hype.
There's a lot
This
of
was Mitch's first camping with the boys.
Yeah, this is my first one. So
Yep.
Yeah, have we talked about that on the pod?
He wasn't
before?
dying of stomach.
yeah, I was
sludge.
literally I was very close to you guys when all
It
the
was really
things-
strange. So
spiritually
the
and
first,
physically.
the first time we did a camping trip as a squad, the plan was to meet. We were going to our campsite, and then Mitch was still with his family in Lutsen, I believe.
Yeah, I was coming down from Lutsen.
And we were going to go hiking in Banning State Park, which was kind of on Mitch's way back from Lutsen. So Mitch was going to meet us at Banning and then spend the rest of the trip with us. And while we were at Banning, we were not hearing communication from Mitch. So we checked his location on Life 360, and he was in a hospital in Duluth.
In St. Luke's Hospital.
In St. Luke's Hospital. And Duluth is like pretty close to Banning. So he was
Yeah.
not very far away, but we were like, okay, something's up. So we were a little worried. We prayed for Mitch before we even knew what was up. And then we got communication from, I think your mom maybe texted my mom, who texted me,
Probably.
that Mitch was having, I don't know, issues with his digestive system,
Yeah.
essentially. So Mitch was not able to join us on camping
Yeah.
with the boys. part one.
Basically, I got into Duluth. We were going to park at a Quick Trip because we needed gas. And then my heart just said no. And so I started hyperventilating. And then all my extremities started seizing up. And then I kind of went into like almost a fetal position on a strip of grass right next to that Quick Trip. And then they called 911.
I don't think you've ever told us that specific part of it.
Yeah.
I've never
Well, I
heard
guess
that.
I haven't. Anyways, my body was just not having it, and I don't know what's going on. But basically, it had been a whole ordeal that we've been trying to figure out for a while. But then when we went to St. Luke's Hospital, they figured out that it was, and listen very carefully, eosinophilic gastroenteritis.
Oh yeah. I hear
Oh
about that all
yeah,
the
I
time.
heard.
Yeah.
We were talking
Yeah.
about that yesterday, Joey.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's a rare stomach disease where I have too many eosinophils in my body, which is a type of white blood cell. And you're basically supposed to have like maybe mid-single digits, and I had over 100 in my body, so that wasn't very good. So yeah, that was that. Anyways, I forgot where we were.
Your top 3, camping with the boys, was on there, which
Yeah.
is how we got on our
That was
tangent.
number 2. Anyways, so and then number 1, I have it on my phone here. Saturday, September 24 at 12:12 p.m. is when my brother texted me that he and Carly, his girlfriend, are getting engaged.
Oh my goodness, what a good
Hey,
brother.
What a
So-
good brother.
That's
Yeah.
wholesome.
That's very
I
wholesome.
can guarantee you Bray would not put that on his list. Or Jake for that matter.
Or text you at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so that happened, and I was like super surprised because I hadn't heard much about that. They had been together for 9 months ish, and then he just texted that to me. I think I woke up to that text. I was like, wow, and it really woke me up that day. So yeah, so yeah,
Nice.
super excited for him.
Does he need a wedding videographer?
I think they might have that sorted out already,
Dang it.
but I'll ask him.
Missed
Come on, Mitch.
opportunity.
I'll ask him.
Disappointed.
Sorry.
Disappointed.
Text him.
I'll text him right
Michael
now.
definitely undercut him.
Oh,
Whatever
definitely.
it is.
Whatever the prices you paid that guy, I'll do $100 less.
What a steal.
What a steal.
Business tactics.
And it'll look 10 times better.
Yeah,
For sure.
obviously.
Yep. Juice.
Texted.
All right.
Nice.
My top 3, first 2 are kind of boring because they're going to be repeats, but I'm going to go 3 Ben Rector concert. I went with not these guys. I went to the concert, I think 2 weeks later than the Minneapolis show, and I went with some college friends, and it was a very good time. And I love Ben Rector, so seeing him live was really fun. Number 2, camping with the boys. It was a great time. Much fun was had.
Yee.
And number 1, I would say Mike is just videoing us.
I was just recording a little video of us in the studio for my Snapchat
Air
private
quotes on
story.
studio.
Guys, if you get on Mike's private story, you are about to be blessed because
Yes.
he posts only gold on there.
That is true. Mike posts some pretty funny stuff on
Yeah.
his private story.
It's really funny. All right. Sorry to leave you guys in suspense. I know you were probably dying for a second there. But my number 1 memory, I'm going to have to go with the Wind Symphony tour I took last year, spring break. It was through New Mexico, Arizona, California. And then we came back through, I think, Nevada. Nevada was pretty boring. But the tour
Classic.
overall was just a very cool experience. Lots of good experiences, seeing different things, and playing really good music for people.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Popcorn, Joseph John Ritzema.
Well, I'll round it out here with my top. I want to throw in an honorable mention. This doesn't make the list, but it's an honorable mention. The intramural dub.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go.
That was a good day. That was a good day.
Very good day.
Go down in history. Block Party 4.
4.0.
4.0
Didn't
took
drop a
us
set.
4 quads to finally reach the top. We did it.
Are you going to stay there?
Probably not next squad.
no.
We have a lot of lacrosse
Next
players.
squad.
You know
Yeah.
what I was thinking though? Marliani is no longer in volleyball season.
We cannot be that team that brings.
Why
on a volleyball
not?
player.
She's our high school friend. That's what she is.
We'd be
we
like,
know-
oh, we didn't even know she played volleyball here.
We were
She's
just
just
asking an old high school
Here's
friend
asking
to
our
play
old
with
high school
us.
We
friend.
just thought it would be fun to just like
Yeah, we
bring
just
her back.
asked her, and she just turned out to be really good at volleyball. Like,
Yeah,
why are you
I-
guys complaining?
I didn't even watch
Just-
any of her
it's a
games
s-
in high school.
It's a skill issue.
Why you have to be mad?
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
So I had to throw that on the list. Some of these are definitely repeats, but number 3, I gotta say the boys trip. Always
Gotta have
boy
it on
trip.
there.
Number 2, the Wausau trip with the Northwestern squad. That was a really good time. I looked forward to that for a very long time. Number 1, getting engaged.
I didn't see that coming.
Knew it.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But I don't know if did you guys know about like the trip we went on after that? Okay.
Yes, because
Josh-
you went around to your family, right?
Yeah, so this is what we did. Highly would recommend. All of like my uncles and aunts and cousins, almost all of them we told in person. So it was like a 4-day weekend. We got engaged like the first day. Then we stayed up there the second day. I think we left the second day. But we drove, the first drive was all the way down. Well, we told my parents first. And her parents knew, obviously, the day of. But then we drove down all the way to Chicago to tell some cousins, some family there. Stayed there the night. That was fun because we hung out with them all day, and then we didn't tell them till at night, like right before they went to bed, because they were kind of confused, like why we were there.
Oh.
But I had Mandy just not wear her ring while she was doing.
Oh,
that.
I was gonna say, how did I not know?
Yeah, that would have kind of given it away.
Yeah.
But then we went up to Wisconsin, told a bunch of family there, and then we drove up to Minnesota to tell a few more people. But highly would recommend if you get engaged. That's a fun thing to do, but you kind of need a lot of gas money and a lot of time if your family lives far away.
Oh, my
Yeah.
entire family lives in the Twin Cities, pretty much.
Oh, you can just do it in a day.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
might have to drive to like Florida, then Indiana, then around Minnesota.
Yeah, maybe FaceTime call
So,
for you. That
yeah.
might have to
I
suffice.
don't think that's happening.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I guess I have one uncle that lives out in Michigan, and we didn't drive all the way out there, but we called him from Chicago, so technically we were closer. We were closer to him, spiritually and physically.
The moral, Mitch, you drive to Missouri, then you FaceTime the people in Florida.
But Missouri doesn't exist.
You right.
That's
You're
a good
right.
point. Missouri.
You'll have to drive there and find out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we already were there in that Arkansas trip,
It's true.
so we found out already. Anyways, is that it for
Yeah.
Joey?
That's it for memories.
What's next on the list?
I think that was our
Or-
peak, right?
I
Our
think
peak
I think
was
that's a good
memories.
place to end.
Yeah.
I had a few more, but they
TBH.
were. I just decided to skip them because they weren't going to be that spicy.
Yeah.
Uh,
The memories were the
Mike,
most
did you have
spicy.
another one you wanted to do?
no, I just had stuff written down for the other stuff.
We could
Let's
do
hear-
we could do quick fire.
We could do quick fire.
Sure.
Quick fire. My
Just whatever you got on the list that you
Top
haven't-
3 new foods / restaurants.
all right. I will say this. My number. Oh, it's not really in any order. First one, panini sandwiches at the Billy at Northwestern.
I have not had one of those
Um,
yet.
I got only wraps from the deli line for all of the fall semester. And then in January this past year, Ava was like, you got to try the paninis. So I was like, okay, I'll try a panini. I've not gotten a wrap since. And I get this probably 2 or 3 times a week because it's so good. Next one, venison. Had this for the first time.
What?
That was delicious. Best meat I've ever had.
What? Over a steak?
Oh, well, no, steak is still better.
Okay.
Okay,
There we
you were
go.
you were
It's pretty
capping
high,
hard
though.
right
It's
there.
very good, but it's not a steak.
Yeah. And number 3 is a restaurant. First time I ever went there is Pancheros.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
I'll add that to the list.
I went there for the first time in March or April, sometime in there. So good. I've only been there a few times since, but the tortillas, oh my word.
The tortillas hit different.
Hit
Don't get a
different.
bowl. Don't
get a
go
bowl.
there and come talk to me and say you got a bowl because we got issues.
It's the
there.
best part.
Yeah. If you go to Chipotle, you get bowl because the burritos not that good. Burritos not that good, but bowl gives you more food. But
Yeah.
Pancheros, they press the tortilla in front of you.
Live.
Bussin'.
Yeah.
Bussin'. Josh, have you ever been to Pancheros?
I haven't. Can you
Okay,
guys
then
take me
what are we doing
sometime?
sitting
Well,
here?
let's go.
What are we doing?
Catch
Bring
you on the
equipment,
flippity flip, guys.
Plug it in. Plug it into the car, and we're recording this
Plug
as
it in
we
the
go.
car.
Podcast in Pancheros. If we get 20 emails.
No, we're gonna have Josh drive the truck, and then we're gonna be in the bed of the truck recording the podcast.
That sounds epic.
That would be another fun podcast. I don't think we'd do that one, but they're just like out in the freezing cold and just see what happens.
That sounds like a horrible
Did you just
idea.
say that would be fun?
It'd be a little bit fun.
No.
It would be fun.
That'd be miserable.
We would make it fun.
I guess
we would be suffering together.
Possibly I hate cold more than you. Actually, I know
Well, we
I
can
do.
do that in
Yeah.
like the spring or something. If we get to 100 emails,
I posted that video on my Snapchat story. Sam replied, said, LOL, Joey wearing my jacket. I love it.
Sam, Joey really, really wants your jacket.
Yep,
Yeah.
I really, really do. So please give it to me, please.
All right, quick fire. Joey, top 3.
Top 3. Mandy made this ramen thing one time and it was really good. I have no clue. It was just like spicy and it was super good. Mandy's dad made this thing. Hold on. It's called, Mandy's going to get mad at me because I'm going to say this wrong. It's like yakisoba or something. I don't know what it is. Sounds weird. It's like a noodle thing.
Yucky soba.
Absolutely bussin'. And then Pancheros. That's like my new favorite restaurant.
so good.
That and I
Over Chipotle any day.
10 days out of 10.
Chipotle is out of here.
Dog.
Gone. Dog
Absolute
water.
Dog water. What else was I gonna say? That and Jimmy John's. I don't know what, but there's something about a Jimmy John's sub.
I've never been a big Jimmy John's guy.
Really?
Well,
Are you taking it over
I'm not
Subway?
saying I don't like it. I'm just saying I don't go there a lot.
Are you
I just
taking it
very
over Subway?
recently learned there's a Jimmy John's really close to Dort that I just, for some reason, overlooked.
Really?
I don't know about.
yeah, there's one like
Are
2
you
minute.
taking it over
like,
Subway, Mike? Hold on. I'm talking.
I
to
would
Mike.
say
door.
Jersey Mike's over
Okay,
Subway.
I haven't been.
That's
there.
objectively wrong.
Jersey Mike's
It's
is
not
so good. They put so much meat on there.
It's disgusting the amount of meat they put on
It's
there.
so good, and
don't
they
know if
they
that's a thing you
slice
could
it.
say.
They slice it live in front of you. You know how Pancheros presses the tortillas live? Yeah, Jersey Mike's slices the meat and the cheese live, and they're
Okay, my top
thick with
food might
mayo.
reveal why we disagree on this subject, and it's probably a me problem. So I respect you, Mike, as a person
It's an
still.
issue, not
That's
an
good.
issue.
I
Mike.
very much disagree with that Thanks, Mitch. Very beneficial to the conversation.
Can you say that a little louder if the people didn't hear it? That was what
That must be an issue and not an ish mic.
That's true.
That's good. Okay, those are my top ones.
Mitch, hit us.
Okay.
I feel like we know what.
So
one of
Chick-fil-A
these
is
gonna
number 3.
be. Okay.
Taco Bell is number 2.
Oh, really?
Okay. Now Bolvino's is number 1.
Is that the steakhouse?
The Brazilian steakhouse
Oh, now we're talking.
that I've gone to
Wait, what
2
is it
times
called?
now.
Wait,
Bolvino's.
can we talk about the fact that we were doing like new foods for the year? That's why it was special. And Mitch just started rating fast food restaurants. You can't tell. What were your bottom 2?
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
and
you
then
can't
Taco
tell
Bell.
me you went to Chick-fil-A for the first time this year.
Oh, I thought it was just top 3 foods
Oh
this year.
my
Oh
goodness.
my goodness.
See, just next.
That's okay.
Just well,
Mitch?
no, hold on. He has one redeeming thing, and he brought up a steakhouse.
Yeah.
So we'll let you talk about that.
Okay.
That's all you can talk about, and then it's Josh.
Okay, so if you want me to talk about new foods, I'll talk about something new I had at Bolvino Steakhouse, which is a chicken heart.
Oh.
Okay. Just next. Steakhouse, and he brings up a chicken. Get out of here. Get out. Actually, this is kind of interesting. I give you back your
Reinstate
permission.
your speaking.
Reinstate your chance to talk. This better be good, or I'm gonna chuck this microphone at you.
I don't know how to describe it. It's an interesting texture because when I looked at the chicken heart, I could actually see like the I don't know if the chicken has an aorta, but I'm guessing it
He
would.
brought up the word aorta in the podcast. How are you gonna lose it with
Sorry,
you,
I'm a
Mitch?
nursing major. What do you want me to do? Anyways, so I could see all the valves in there, and it was pretty cool. The taste was like decent, but the texture is kind of what made it like a little weird, and I don't know, it just kind of had like an organ taste. To it. I don't know,
I know what that tastes like.
No, like if you ate it. Goodness, I can't talk.
Maybe it's a sign. Ball don't lie.
I'm getting more disgusted by the second.
Vocal cords don't lie.
It's true.
But if you ate it, then you would understand what I'm talking about. But they were pretty good.
This is really interesting because I just talked to my friend from college who went to a show at the Orpheum in the Twin Cities this past weekend. And
Less
then he-
Miserables.
Yes, he went to Les Miserables, the very well-known show. But he was talking about they went to the show and then they went to this amazing Brazilian meat house. And I just texted him because I want to know if it's the same spot.
It might be Fogo de Chão.
Fogo
That's
de
another
Chão.
Fogo de Chão. That's another Brazilian
Okay.
steakhouse. That's down in the Twin Cities, close to the Orpheum. So
Then I'm guessing it's that.
it might be that.
But that would be kind of a crazy coincidence of if it was Mitch's, and I've never heard of that place, and then I hear about it twice.
See,
Yeah.
these things are like the peak of existence. These Brazilian steakhouses.
These are like the peak.
Oh,
It's
he
the perfect-
replied.
The peak of meat tasting.
It's. I'm going to say this very American. Fogo de Chão.
Fogo de Chão.
Yeah.
Fogo de
Fogo de
Chão.
Chão.
Okay, so it was indeed not the one
But
Mitch
like
was talking about.
the design of these places is literally you sit there and it's these guys walking around with sticks of meat and they just walk up to you and are like, "Hey, do you want this?" And
Yeah,
you're
it-
like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Okay," and they slice them off for you and you eat it. Like,
Okay.
what's better than that?
How do you pay? Is it pay per
it's
item?
one price. It's like 50. It's expensive.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Like $50 and it's unlimited meat.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
No, but you pay. There's like a few different prices that you can pay to like get different meats. Because like if you pay like the lowest price, you'll get like the most basic meat from there. But then you can pay a little more and get more exotic like lamb and the chicken. hearts
Interesting.
and
Because at
stuff like that.
Fogo, you pay one price and you get anything you want.
Okay.
So
Well, I think at Bolvino's it's like that, and I've been to a different one called Grill Hall that was also like that. But yeah.
we should go sometime.
Is it my turn for food?
yeah.
I just have one. So at the grill at Dort, there's a phenomenal sandwich that everyone loves called the Defender. It's traditionally... Joey, you want to laugh and scoff some more? Have you
First,
ever
I
had
love
the
that it's called the
Defender?
Defender because that's their mascot.
They are.
But I also feel like it's just gonna be like mayonnaise, lettuce. no lettuce. It's just gonna be mayo, a slice of cheese, and a slice of ham. That's gonna
be like
hit in Iowa.
Corn on like wheat.
Yeah, the Defender is actually just a ham and cheese sub, but everyone loves. No. Okay, the Defender it's a toasted pretzel bun with turkey, bacon, tomatoes, lettuce, and the signature Defender sauce, which hits.
What? Hold on.
Defender
Can
sauce.
you describe the sauce a little bit so we can kind of? Is there theories about like what kind of sauce it is? Like,
I would say it's comparable to Cane's.
Okay.
Okay, then that's good.
okay,
Dang.
so with
Better than
a
Chick-fil-A
pretzel
sauce.
bun, bacon, turkey.
Turkey.
Tomatoes.
Turkey, Gouda cheese.
That sounds really
oh
good.
my goodness!
Except the tomatoes, I'd take that
I
off.
might need.
Oh,
one
I
of
get
these.
it. I get it without tomatoes. So I
Good.
use.
Of course.
Here's where it comes in.
Okay.
So I always got the Defender last year, and I got it. I'd just say, walk up to the grill, meal exchange, Defender, pretzel bun, no tomatoes. That was my order. This year, well, last year I got a little tired of the Defender, and one thing that always kind of grossed me out is they put like 4 layers of turkey on it. And this is where the meat thing comes in. Like I don't like Jersey Mike's because they just pile on the meat, and I can only have so much meat on my sandwich until it just kind of grosses me out. Joey's rolling his eyes at me because he's a big meat guy.
vegan. You're a vegan.
I'm not a vegan. I just don't enjoy
Vegan.
thick
Vegan.
stacks of meat on my sandwich.
I like. Never mind.
But the
Just
Defender,
go.
the Defender had so much turkey on it, and often I couldn't even eat it well because the turkey was slippery with the sauce on it, and the buns would just
Oh.
like slide off.
Poor Josh.
The more he talks about, it, the more I want a sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's just go to Walmart and we can make this sucker.
Hey, after we can go get sandwiches. We actually make homemade Defenders here.
Oh, really?
My mom does it pretty well.
What does she use for the sauce?
I think they sent out a recipe that like during COVID.
They sent out a recipe with the sauce recipe.
I'm pretty sure.
That's the most Dort thing ever.
Yeah, here, moms, go make your kids some sandwiches.
Yeah,
That's kind of funny.
essentially it.
That was funny.
Nice.
Anyways, this year I was like, so I really like the Defender, but sometimes I don't like it that it has turkey. So why don't I just order it without the turkey?
Whoa. Why would
It
you
was
do that?
mind blowing. So now my order typically is meal exchange, Defender on a pretzel bun, no tomatoes or turkey. And usually the person ordering is like, they do a double take and they say no turkey. So you like just want the lettuce and cheese and bacon? And I say yes.
So this is like
So
a
it's a
BLT.
BLT.
Yeah, it's a BLT
Yes.
on a pretzel bun.
Yeah.
With
Special
sauce.
sauce.
With the signature sauce.
Yeah. So it's not a. No, it still is a
But
BLT.
people like heckle me for this.
Oh,
I think.
and they're right.
yeah, I think you deserve this.
Yeah, I thought you guys would agree with the hecklers and not me.
I
Why
The
can't you
thing
just
is-
get like half the turkey?
I don't know. Maybe I should try asking for like just go light on the turkey, like
Yeah.
one
Oh.
slice of turkey.
The thing is, I can't really be that mad at him because the sandwich just sounds so good that anytime I like look at his face, I think of that sandwich. I'm like, I'm actually in a good mood.
Hey guys,
because
are
I'm
you
thinking
guys
about
gonna
that
come
sandwich.
down to Dort?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
I'll get you guys a Defender.
Oh, now we're talking. Boys.
I'll be getting mine with turkey.
I'm getting mine with the tomato.
Double
too.
turkey, actually. No tomatoes.
no tomatoes.
You can
Really? You're no tomatoes. You're no,
No.
tomatoes, and you're no tomatoes.
Yeah, tomatoes are gross.
One day you guys will grow up and realize that
My
tomatoes are great.
my grandpa eats tomatoes with sugar.
I've heard of that. And
What?
like potatoes with salt. You can eat like a cubed potato with salt,
Yeah.
just
Well,
like
that
raw.
makes sense.
But I mean, it's a potato. It doesn't have much
I
flavor.
don't know. People also eat sweet potatoes with whipped cream.
That's
Not
disgusting.
at Thanksgiving. which
That's
is
so gross.
so
Yeah,
bad.
I'm
I've
gonna
tried it. Everyone in my family loves
veto
it. and I
that
just
one.
Don't think it's good. Sorry, Mom.
Mike, I love the position you're in right now.
This
Mike's,
need to go
Mike's
on the.
head is
this is
he's,
gonna go on
he's
the
leaning
Instagram.
back. Yeah, this will also be
This
on the
Instagram
IG.
post is gonna be so chaotic. I'm gonna take some nice portraits of us too after to put on.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a mix of awful phone
Yeah.
pictures and
Yep. Just keep swiping.
That's
on that.
probably
just
good.
keep swiping.
Yeah.
You'll
That's
see
the
what's
motto.
going
You'll find it.
Yep. That's
Just
Tinder's
like-
that's Tinder's motto.
That is Tinder.
Just keep swiping. Just
Yeah.
keep swiping.
Not great. Not great. Review of Tinder, negative.
Don't go on Tinder, guys.
Don't use Tinder.
0
How'd
out
you
of
know,
10.
Joey? Have you used
Okay,
it?
guys. Last speed thing.
I love how we are gonna do this quick fire.
This
and then
last
just
one was
didn't.
not fast.
But it's kind of fun. Talking about the
It's
Defender
fun.
sandwich.
No,
I mean,
yeah, it was
Yeah,
a good
it's a good
time.
time.
That's what you guys talk about.
Top 3 habits, and these can be new ones or
Bad
just old ones that have
habits.
continued.
Okay, I only got one. Hear me out. Flossing. I couldn't figure out what you did with your arms to get the dance down, but then I got
Oh,
it.
I thought you were actually talking about.
No, hey, that's a joke. I got you. I'm actually talking about actually flossing.
Mitch got double pranked.
Me and
he thought the prank
flossing
was real.
have an off and on relationship. Like, hold on. Like Ross and Rachel and Friends. Right? Do they have an on and off
Yeah.
relationship?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to.
Good analogy
Yeah.
because I watch Friends.
Same.
No, you guys won't get it, but literally like everyone else
I
will.
get it.
Yeah. Mike gets it. So there's been Mike just like did a handshake with my knee.
He dapped up
Here,
Joey's
you
knee.
can listen to the sound.
That was so
Real live audio of Mike dapping up Joey's
Yep.
knee.
good. Man,
Yeah.
this
Micah's dapping of Joey's
The
knee.
quality of
2
this
handshakes.
episode is through the
it's
roof.
through the roof.
It's so chill, bro.
People are gonna lose their minds. They're gonna be like, "Don't ever go in that studio ever again." We want everyone in the basement or outside in the cold. Those are the only two options. Anyways, flossing, right? I've had on and off with flossing relationship. And I always go to the dentist and I'm just like, I don't get flossing. I don't get the purpose of it. And then I like a year ago, I asked like, why? Okay, hear me out. Why do you floss? And she was like, she actually did a good explain. Like your toothbrush can't clean like in between your teeth. So sometimes you get like buildup and stuff in there. So you floss to like clean the side of each tooth that is, that you're flossing. And I was like, oh, okay, I should probably start flossing. So I like started flossing, and it also helps to like floss like in a mirror so you can see.
yeah.
'Cause then you can like see the plaque
Yeah.
that you got to get rid of.
Deep.
Yeah. So I started flossing a little bit more. You can't make that sound when you're talking about plaque.
Edit that one out.
Delicious.
Oh, okay.
Mike
Now you-
loves plaque. Confirmed.
Hot take.
Hot take.
Nuclear take. Plaque is yummy.
Plaque is good for your teeth.
It is food for later. That's what it is.
Guys, it's way too late.
Yeah, it's like almost midnight.
It's currently 11:36 as we're still recording this.
We're still recording.
Going strong.
Yep. So note to self.
Okay, I can sleep in tomorrow.
Yep. Me
Same.
too. I'm
With that
hoping.
winter storm.
I'm hoping we get snowed in, boys. Something fun about getting just snowed in. Like
Yeah.
you can just do nothing.
It's much better when school's on the line, though.
That's
I
true.
gotta say,
Yeah.
there's nothing like just waking up in the morning and school's canceled. Freedom.
Freedom.
That's
There
all
it
I gotta
is.
say.
Okay, that's my one
Habit, Mike.
One habit.
I have a couple, one good and one bad.
Uh-oh.
So, starting with the good habit, something I've gotten better at, is saying no to things and dealing with FOMO because it
I don't
was
have that problem.
never, of course. Because last year it was just hard to say no to a lot of stuff because there was so much brand new things happening, and I got burnt out. So I was like, that ain't happening again. So I have been better at saying no to things and being okay with not being there if it's not the most convenient thing for me at that time. So I'm not going to go out of my way to try to go hang out with people if everyone's hanging out somewhere. If it's not going to work super well for me at that time, I'm okay with that. I think living in the dorm we did this year helped a lot with that because, I don't know, we're just kind of separate from a lot of people. We're not all in one building anymore, basically. So, yeah, that's been better. One bad habit is going to bed later than we should at college.
Yeah, that's a good combo of habits right there. I'm better at saying no, but also
yeah.
I stay up too late doing stuff
So at the beginning of last school year, we would go to bed at 11.
consistently.
Consistently. We went to bed at-
We would. Mitch, don't be laughing over there.
We went to bed between 10:30 and 11 a couple times too.
Yep.
Yeah.
But and even at the beginning of the year, Mitch would go to bed with us too because he was sick and tired. So,
Yeah.
but then as he got better, he started gaming more. But as the year went on, and we started hanging out with our friends more, meeting new friends who'd like to stay up till 3 a.m. every night. We started doing the same. Well, not 3 a.m., but still midnight or later.
They started to rub off on you
So
and me.
yeah, trying to be better. I think I'm better this year with that, but still not as good as I could be.
Okay, I guess I'll start. one kind of good habit that I've been thinking about a lot. I actually heard you say this, and it like kind of made me think, maybe I should do that. Is drink more water.
Yeah.
So I have my 1,000 milliliter Northwestern water bottle next to me on my desk, and I also take it up when I go to bed so I can drink throughout the night if I wake up or whatever. There's nothing like night water.
That's
Have you guys
so
done
true.
this? So good. There's
So
nothing
true.
more satisfying.
I would say Jesus is more satisfying for me, but that's you can have that take.
See,
I choose
night
living
water
water
is the
over
best
night water.
physical water. Jesus is the best spiritual water.
Okay. I'm still vibing
See?
with you.
Okay, there you go. Anyways, so that's a good habit that I've started just recently as we finished finals week. And I guess a bad habit is also the same as Mike, is probably staying up way later than I...
Okay.
Or not going to
Should.
bed at all.
Mitch,
Mitch, you wanna
yeah,
tell a story?
well, hold on. First, this is crazy, okay? I know the answer to this, but the people don't. Mitch, true or false, you, at any point during the school year, went to bed in the AMs.
True, but only like once or twice. Because
Really?
there were...
Really?
Well, in preseason for soccer, there were practices at 8 a.m. or
Okay,
something
during the school year.
during the school year. This is false.
Okay. That's what I thought.
So,
So you heard it first.
Wait,
Mitch,
wait. You
Mitchell's
said-
mom. Punish him. Put him in timeout.
they know...
Mitch
Burn his Pokemon
they know full
cards.
well
never
about this.
went to bed before 12. The whole school year, semester.
Yeah.
That's what
True or false? You went to bed after 1 p.m. every night.
1 a.m.
1 a.m., sorry.
I went to bed after 1 a.m. every night. I'll say later in the year, like probably the last 3/4, this is true. I went to bed later than 1 a.m. pretty much every night. But it was just kind of like a progressive thing. So I would go to bed at like 12:30, 12:45, and then as the days went on, weeks went by, and months were passing. Started getting later, and I was reaching 1:30, 2:30. Bless you, Joey,
Thank you.
and 3 a.m. And then this past finals week, I finished. What was this? Wednesday night? Because this is Thursday
It was
because
Thursday
there
night.
was the Christmas chapel at Avail
Yeah.
on Friday. So on Thursday, Wednesday I had my last final. So on Thursday I was like, well, I got nothing to do anymore, so I'm gonna actually pull an all-nighter on Thursday night.
Because we went to the pool and then went to Taco Bell with some friends of ours, and we went to bed at 2:30.
Yep.
Got back to the room. Me and Joey went to bed. It was we were gonna get 5.5 hours of sleep until we had to wake up for the Avail Christmas Chapel.
Yep.
Mitch was like, "Nah."
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull an all-nighter, and so I played Fortnite until 5 a.m. and then I just watched some stuff until you guys woke up.
And he seemed more awake than us.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But how'd you feel later? in the
Yeah,
day?
can you give us like what was your recovery process like? Did you like take a nap or did you stay up? The
I
whole
did. I
day?
took a. I took a nap at. Let's see. I took a nap at. I started taking a nap at 1 p.m. and I woke up at 5.
That's almost the amount of sleep me and Joey got the night
4-hour
before.
nap. So
Well,
yeah,
there you go. I did not take a nap because I got 5.5 hours of sleep.
Yep. Kids, if high school students, if you're listening to this,
Don't
Don't-
follow, don't take after my actions.
yeah.
Go to
just-
bed on time.
There's a lot of like dumb stuff you can do and it'll be all right. Don't pull all nighters.
Yeah.
That's
Turn the
just-
other cheek.
Yeah, I think
that's what the verse meant, right?
yeah.
does
That's
that
what
mean?
Jesus was talking
That
about
apply?
when he said, "Turn the other cheek." He really. They didn't get the translation from Aramaic or Greek or whatever it was to English. What he was really
Yep.
meaning was, "Don't pull all nighters." Okay.
Yep. the colored
This is
version.
now a theology podcast, right?
Take it
Yeah.
from Ministry
Yes.
Major Joey.
Yep, I know.
Society, culture,
everything about the
education,
Bible.
theology.
Guys,
Yep.
we're branching out so fast.
We are.
Soon we're just going to be the one podcast
Everything.
for everything.
The one-stop shop for everything podcast.
Including or excluding political.
I think we're avoiding political stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause we
Until
want-
November of 2024. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Then
and then
it
we're
goes
running
down.
ads.
We're doing an election
We're
review.
flipping. No, hey, hear me out. We flip a coin live on air. Whoever that candidate is, we're supporting them. We're only positive news for that candidate.
And then we have
Well,
to vote
there's
for
more
them.
And
candidates
then we have
than just
to-
two.
Well,
When they get to the final two.
yeah.
I like the idea until that we have to vote for them because I don't think that's being very responsible citizens.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably
Honestly,
But our
what
vote doesn't really matter. It's just 4 votes. I mean,
People shouldn't vote at all. We should just flip a coin. Leave it a chance. And they re-flip the coin like every year.
yeah.
Oh, your term is only a year long, and
Yep.
then you reflip.
Yeah.
Guys, the amount of amazing ideas on this podcast is through the roof.
This is what
Yeah.
happens when we record a podcast. That hold on, let's do a time check.
Is there an
11:45.
innovative tag for what our podcast is?
I do not know off
Oh.
the top of my head. I do not have every podcast tag memorized, believe it or not.
You would think
You
you,
should.
would.
Yeah,
That'd be-
at this point, like I
That could
don't
be a
know what I'm
10-minute
doing.
Tuesday. Can you name all the?
I'll work on it and see if I can recite them for a 10-minute Tuesday.
Coming up, 2023. Josh.
That would probably
recites.
be more of a 2-minute Tuesday.
Yeah.
We could also do that.
We do 2-minute Thursdays, 10-minute Tuesdays.
No, let's just keep them both on Tuesdays, but they'll both be like TMT episodes, but it can be 2 or 10 or 20 for that matter.
Or 200.
Literally anything
What
that
is
starts
30?
with T.
30-hour podcast.
30-hour Tuesday. That
That
doesn't ring a
escalated
bell.
quickly.
That doesn't,
Well, that would wait.
doesn't flow very well.
That would be a THT then.
No.
A
30 still starts
30-hour
with T.
a 30-hour Tuesday.
Yeah, that's the same as T.
We should do a
MT.
24-hour podcast sometime.
A
If
what
we
podcast?
get
Wait, what did you say?
200
Mike?
email.
200
If we
emails.
get 100 emails,
We'll do a 24-hour podcast.
yeah, screaming at us to do a
Where we
24-hour
each wear
podcast.
a lav clip-on mic for 24 hours. But we're not like together. It's just
Oh
four-
my goodness.
our 4 separate days wearing.
That's
No.
such an awful idea.
That'd be so chaotic.
Or we could do it for like 2 hours of like a work day in the summer. Just see what happens. You just hear like Joey
I'd-
swearing and he gets hit by like some hammer while he's landscaping.
I don't never get
Hammer.
hit by hammers. That's just you. You're the
Yeah,
only
when you're
imaginable one.
landscaping, I like consistently beat Joey with hammers.
Josh, there's been a very large amount of times where Josh has got very close to hitting me with.
I
very
threaten
sharp
Joey with
objects.
yard tools all the time. Like
It's
just
kinda
swing
ridiculous.
a shovel at his head.
Haha, I'm gonna kill you.
It's amazing we made it through with as little injury. The only injury we had was someone who didn't even work for us, Mike.
Yep.
Are we just gonna tell this story now?
we should
might
just
as
tell
well.
the story.
Yeah, so the end of the school year last year, I was like, I need to work at some places because I'm not going to start my summer job until next week. So I was, okay, Joey, are the Barts looking for anybody to work this week? And he said, yeah, they can. You can come for a couple days. So I did. My first day there, within the first hour, we were moving big rocks from.
They weren't that big.
Okay, these two are massive.
They're big for Mike.
Bro, I've done 2 summers. I know what big rocks are, and I know what little rocks
it's,
are.
Joey, it's big for a rookie.
They're decent,
That's true.
decently sized rocks, and we
They
were
were
moving
small.
them into. We were sorting them into piles, and we were putting them in a it was some Bobcat.
Yeah, it's a
Machine,
bobcat.
Bobcat.
Skid steer.
I put this big boulder in the Scoopy thing, and
It's definitely not called that.
It's called a bucket.
the bucket, and Joey placed his big boulder in the Scoopy thing, and he placed it on top of a couple other rocks. So naturally, in the uneven surface, as I was holding onto my rock, his rock rolled down and smashed my finger in between the 2 boulders, and I was like, "Oh, that
Rocks.
hurt." I had a glove on, and throughout the day it was hurting, and I finally like 2 hours later took off my glove, and I was like, oh, my whole finger is blue, or fingernail. I was like, that's probably not good. So it got worse and worse as the day went on. It got more swollen as the weeks went on. It got more swollen, and we have a pretty nasty picture of it. We will not post that one. Just we're not posting that.
like a meme
And then
about
eventually I went to the doctor and they drained it, and literally they stuck a needle in it, a hot needle, and you could see it come out, and so you could see my finger shrinking as I was doing that. And I watched it. 'Cause
That's
I thought
really
it was cool. And the people there asked me, oh, is this a work injury? And I was like, no, because I did not want to deal with that whole thing. And I don't officially work for them, so technically I was just working there for one day. So it was fine.
Mike
Took a
survived.
while to grow back.
So
Yeah.
I think there's a big takeaway from this whole story.
Oh boy, here we go.
The takeaway is don't work at Target because you turn into a softie.
Hey, whoa.
You turn
Your
into a
hands
corporate fat cat.
Are just so weak and brittle
Do
that
you know how many heavy gallons of milk I lift per day?
a pebble rolling into another pebble breaks your finger.
Yeah, it didn't break my finger.
right-
I thought it might, but it did
And
not.
right, the nail popped off, right?
The nail eventually popped off.
Yeah.
I was nailless for a little bit, and then it grew back over time. And now it's totally normal. You would never know.
Yep. So I'm sorry, Mike.
It's
It
okay.
was kind of my fault, also kind of just like
Yeah.
dumb luck. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
a great spot to put a rock, but
I'm not blaming you for it.
I wouldn't put it there if it knew it was going to roll down. But that's a long bunny rabbit trail.
There you go.
Rabbit trail.
Rabbit trail.
About
Just rabbit trail. Joey.
habits. Wait, did you finish yours, Mitch?
Huh?
Your habits.
Yeah.
Yeah, he finished. Okay, Josh. Wait, where were we at? We got too far away. Did we talk about your habits, Josh?
No, we didn't. I didn't have any great ones. I would say I got into a better like devotional quiet time routine this year than I've had in the past. So that's been good. And I have kind of a different routine for summer and then for college because my schedule's just a bit different. But both of those have worked out well, which I would say is good.
Nice.
Nice.
I guess earlier in the year, my first year of college, I went to bed probably later, as with these guys. This current year, my first semester of this year was extremely hard, which basically meant I needed more sleep to be able to function and do everything I needed to do. So I would say I had a little better sleeping habits this current semester, just because it seemed necessary to be able to function and do what I had to, which possibly made me miss out on some stuff, but I would say it was necessary.
Worth
nice.
it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm sure I've had bad habits that have developed too, but maybe you guys can tell me what are my bad habits.
Not being in Maggie's Be Real. That's ridiculous.
Maggie,
I'm so disappointed
This
every
is-
time.
This is the second time I brought it up, right?
Yeah.
I
She
told
did-
her and she
She did
tried to make
better.
an effort.
She
And
did.
She is now like, she just sticks her phone in my face when she's reacting to your B reels, and
Yeah.
I'm just caught off
I love
guard.
seeing that.
Perfect.
Every time she posts a Be Real with you in it, I comment Josh.
Did you do
And that's
the
it.
one like 2 days ago?
Oh, I don't think I did.
I missed that
I
one.
missed
There
that
was
one.
one I missed. That was
Bummer.
ridiculous. That was it.
Tough.
I think I was doing something important that I should have been doing instead of being on Be Real. So I don't think I commented
Yeah.
on that one.
It's okay.
Okay, well, that wraps up our review of 2022.
Our first
Bars.
basement episode.
We were kind of, I was kind of thinking we would get into the like hopes or dreams for next year, but this episode has gone on long enough, and we are going to
No, wait, hold on,
do
hold
nothing
on.
else productive.
Hold on.
What?
We have it's 11:54, so we have 6 minutes until it's midnight. So I think we all take like 1 or 2 minutes about our hopes and dreams for next year,
Okay.
and then we have a midnight episode.
We can say
Our first
we
2-day
recorded-
episode.
Guys,
First
we
episode
recorded
spanned
for
2 days.
2 days. Not actually, but it spanned 2 days.
Yeah. Well, Josh, I feel like you got on the short end of the stick with starting first, so you get to start first. What are your hopes and dreams, Josh?
You said
For
that in such a
2023.
romanticized way.
Yeah, because that's like hopes and dreams. That's
Yeah, it's like romantic.
It's always romantic.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I don't necessarily have a specific hope for this summer, but I am hoping I get some good work opportunity, whether that be an engineering internship or exploring something else I'm interested in for a summer job. And I have nothing on the docket currently, so that's going to be a development all in 2023 if it happens. Yeah, I would say that's the biggest thing for me. How about we go Mike next?
All right, I can go. My hopes and dreams for 2023. That does not rhyme.
Try your best.
No, Joey, not yet. My my hopes is that
free.
I get more clients for wedding videography. Because I really want to grow my videography freelance business this summer / this next year. So hoping I can do that more, get some more clients wedding wise and other business wise. And I'm not like doing it just for the money. I do it because I enjoy it, but like also I need money to continue to invest in the business so I can keep growing it. So it'd be nice to make some money so I can invest it back in the business and invest it back into college so I can keep gaining that knowledge to also be invested into the business. So
Call
all
him
that
the
stuff.
Mr. Beast of wedding videography.
Yeah, I'll be videoing everyone's wedding. I don't know what you're going with that, Mitch, but
You get the money and then you invest it all back
Oh,
into it,
I
and then
see,
you get more.
I see.
And then,
okay.
come on, you should.
And so is that goal, and then second goal is to really just keep investing and pouring into my relationship with Kylie and just keep growing that. This year, especially as she starts college in the fall, that's gonna be a big step for her.
R.I.P. Mike.
Yeah,
Keon.
always gone. But just keep walking towards the next step in our lives, which is not happening this year, but probably not long after that.
Hey, yo, let's go. Okay, my hopes and dreams. Actually, kind of similar to Josh. I need a ministry internship or something for the summer. I have to get like 200 hours of stuff. Yeah, so I'm actually going to work on that over break, send some emails. I would really, really like to get one at Eaglebrook, but I think that would be difficult. So we'll just see. Yeah, that could make a big difference in where I end up. Oh, and it's time update is 12:01. So good work, boys.
Hey,
We made it.
officially spanned 2 days for this episode.
Yep. So that's definitely a big hope for me. Another thing that comes to mind is I'll be getting married in 2023. I will be married for 6 months. So just hoping that will go relatively smoothly. That would be fantastic. I've heard that the first year of marriage is not the easiest. So I know it won't go perfect, but that we can just have a smooth transition into married life, kind of figure out a good like routine, figure out our expectations like quickly for all sorts of different stuff. But that would go smoothly. That's definitely the bigger hope and very important hope for the next year.
Yeah.
Popcorn, Mitch.
Biggest thing for me in this next year is with the nursing school. So I hope that I can be mentally prepared for the onslaughts that I will be embarking upon. So
that was a sentence.
That was so weirdly
It sounds
worded.
like you're going off the war, man.
sorry,
Will
I'm
be
just
embarking on
trying
an
to expand my
onslaught.
vocabulary just like your mom wanted me to do. Okay, Joey?
Did you hear
I
that?
think-
He used the word onslaught and embark in the same sentence.
I don't think she wanted us to expand our vocabulary. I think she just wanted
I'm pretty
us
sure
to
she
stop
said that in
using.
the email.
Did she?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, Mom. Didn't read the email real good. Anyways, carry on. Good work, bitch.
Well,
Real good. It's well, by the way. Come on, Joey. You should know this by now. You're in college.
I wish you guys saw the way Mitch moved his head when he said that.
Anyways, so I hope that goes well and I can set myself up for success through that first bit of 2023 that I'm in. So yeah, that's kind of my hopes for this next year.
Cool. That was kind of a speed run, but we went many different directions this podcast.
This is a great episode.
We hope you
This is
enjoyed
a
it.
really fantastic.
Maybe one of my
episode.
favorite ones.
Yeah.
It was definitely really fun to record. It remains to be seen if it will be fun to listen to for
Oh, it
anyone.
will be.
This podcast is just very us. Gotta be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun to record, and we hope you guys enjoyed something. Hopefully, it was informative or entertaining, at the very least.
Or theologically based.
Theologically based. Yeah. We are a theological podcast after all.
And we're based.
Anyways, it is late. It is after 12. We are tired and declining rapidly. So,
If you couldn't tell.
all that to say, I hope you have a great day.
Catch you on the 2023 flippity flip.
See you in the next 2023 realm.
Peace out, 2023 gangsta.
Wouldn't it be Peace Out 2022 gangsters?
Oh yeah, peace out, 2022 gangsta.